Okay. So I was in a documentary called Straight from the Street, which featured Ice Cube, Cam, Snoop, Dre, Cypress Hill. I had the opportunity of meeting Denzel Washington, along with all the artists that I stated. I then I was in another documentary, which was called 10 Years Slipping with the Bloods. That's when you and I kind of connected, and you invested in my music, amongst other things. And I back then was just doing me and could have signed with Death Row, but you and I both know I did not want to do that. But I did have the opportunity of meeting Suge Knight, and you introduced me to a lot of good people. But as time went on, I kind of lost a little interest, and so I started doing other things.
So you were a natural though. You were a natural, and why do you think all those different opportunities presented itself to you? Was it because you were putting yourself in a good position, or was it because just luck? What you think? Or
I
what?
believe that it was more so my talent, my mindset, and also my management. So it definitely takes management to get any of that recognized or noticed.
Hey, listen. So you mentioned Suge Knight and taking you to Suge Knight. Do you remember the first producer? Do you remember the first well-known rapper I took you to though? When we went to the
Um,
studio?
Wait a minute, because I met so many. I met oh my God, I met so many people. Like, dude, I can't remember like who
Okay,
that
young.
first.
It was Curtis Blow. Remember Curtis Blow
Curtis
was taking
Blow.
me
Well, yeah, I remember.
everywhere, right?
Oh yeah.
Curtis
When
Blow
we
was
went to
taking
the
me with
studio and Keith Washington was in there recording actually.
Keith Washington was doing stuff with
Paramount
Shantae Moore.
Studios.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Fairmont right there.
Absolutely.
Remember Battle Cat was working on Domino.
Battle Cat, Cocaine.
Yeah,
Remember we met the one that seen Black Superman.
yeah.
Um,
That's at Code 187.
Touch.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
we met.
remember the dude, Richard Dimples Fields? Remember the dude who said she got papers on me? Do you remember
Hmm.
him? Yeah, he was up
Hmm.
there as well. All right, so
Yeah.
those are good memories. Even though we didn't get signed, we didn't get no contract.
Well, that was due to my negligence. You know what I mean? Me not being at the time, I wasn't really as serious as I should have been. And I think that, I think people kind of believed in me more than I believed in myself. And some people are afraid of success. And I think I was one of those people.
You know what? I was saying that back then. I was
You
saying it.
told
I
me
would
that.
never say it to your face though, but I was saying like, man, shit, it was right there. You know what Suge told me? Suge told me, he said, man, I'm about to go out of town. He said, I'll be back Tuesday. He said, Tuesday we gonna sign the papers. And before we could even leave the studio good, man, you were saying, I won't do that. I ain't doing that. I ain't gonna be no, I ain't gonna be no snake bitch. What I look like. Oh, remember that? He was saying he wanted to change your name to the snake bitch.
He wanted to change my name, change my identity, and I told you I'm not doing that. I said, no, we're not doing that. Everybody that messed with Death Row ends up dead. Sorry, people, but it's true.
Right, right. Yep. So what you been doing over these last 20 something years?
Um, I don't know. I've been just kind of focusing really on, I've actually been dealing with Denver City Council. The one I wanted you to meet that you talked to, Miss Sita Baca. I've been dealing with her, but because of the COVID, she's not able to really open up the office for us to really do anything, but I do attend the meetings, like the Zoom meetings and stuff like that. So it's kind of basically advocating for women that comes out of prisons and halfway house and stuff like that. So that's basically where my interest is. I would say at this moment.
All right. And you have a couple of nephews hot right now, right? They are their music reminds me of you back 25, 30 years ago. Um, are you helping them to write? Are you helping them to do anything? Are you helping them in any kind of way?
I gave them advice. I have given them advice as far as the industry, more so on the business aspects of it, as far as contracts, et cetera. Because nowadays I think a lot of the people that's in the music industry, they're just doing it for the bonus, for the sign on, and they're not going anywhere. You know how we used to say back then, the one hitter quitters? You
Right.
have a lot of those, the one hit wonders. You know what I mean? It's to look good on video, it's to say, I got 50,000, but then your music is going nowhere after that. Nobody hears from you after that. Now you're back to selling dope.
And that's minimum wage. Selling drugs is minimum wage. All
Yeah.
right. Well, I want to get you on here. This is not going to be the last time. I'm going to figure out how to get your music playing next time I have you on here, so we could play some of those hits that we made back in the days.
Mhm.
So, what you want to leave the people with? Is there anything you want to tell the people who are interested in you?
I mean, stay focused, follow your dream. Don't let success scare you. If you got it, get it. That's all I got to say. If you got it, get it.
All right. Well, I appreciate you, April. Thank you for that. I'm gonna go ahead and check out so I can learn how to work this a little better, and I'm gonna get right back at you.
Okay, have a good night, Skip.
All right, you too.
Bye bye.